Rokpool.com. Relive the music.
Yeah, what it is you have a reason to be. You have a reason to live, so you figure out how to live. These others have no reason to live. They become complacent, they become stale, and they try to perpetuate their old godhood. And Lennon died when he wrote Imagine. That was the end of John Lennon. After that, he switched sexes with Yoko, became nothing but a female. I knew him.
Really?
And it was, my dad had Phil Spector at the time. There was nothing there.
Well, what about Double Fantasy? You think Double Fantasy only took off because
of
he
his
died?
death. That album was bombing. See you later, alligator. The greatest example, to me, the lost chord, was John Lennon's Imagine. What a beautiful song. I may disagree with the word here or there, but that was it. That guy came. He had an intellectual sperm rush, and he was unable to ever do anything else again. But listen to that song. That song is basically telling you, morons, you're in heaven. Listen to my words. There is no religion. There is no religion in Latin means to own, to control, to bind you like this. That's what it means. Unfortunately, the bankers allowed yoga to become a bad word, being New Age, because these idiots were selling it as New Age. Yoga means to unite. You are united. That's what we do. We sit and we share breath. There's no New Age stuff about it. You don't need to sell New Age. And John Lennon, I believe after he wrote that song, he was done. Because what do you do after you create the ultimate new creation? He said, here's love, people. Sit and devour this song. It will be around 300 years from now. So then all of a sudden the banker said, need a new album, John. And this is where I sort of got involved peripherally, because my dad was managing Phil Spector at the time, and I watched Phil Spector and John Lennon unable to make a new Imagine. And I believe it killed them. I believe it totally killed them. You know, and all of a sudden in walks Yoko, who starts controlling the man, who is as prolific as anyone, and he has to do the rock and roll songs from the ancient. John Lennon didn't need to do that. You know, and then he does Double Fantasy with Yoko, which is the big David Geffen signing, which was bombing before his death. And all of a sudden everyone went, yeah, John Lennon. And I agree with them. John Lennon was great.
Rokpool.com. Relive the music.